Kalaapam நேயர்களே உங்களிடம் எப்போதும் அழையல் இன்னைக்கு நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா career edge organization இந்த career edge வந்து மற்ற மாதிரி ஒரு ஜாப் ஏஜென்சி இல்லை இது வந்து புதுசாக கேனாக்கு வந்த ஆட்களுக்கும் புதுசாக கிராஜுவேட் பண்ண ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுகளுக்கு மட்டும்தான் இந்த ஒரு career edge ஆர்கனைசேஷன் ஸோ இன்றைக்கு வந்து நகீப் கவுடா வந்து பிரசிடென்ட் ஆஃப் career edge organization எங்களோட இருந்து கலந்து இந்த ஆர்கனைசேஷனை எங்களுக்கு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண போகிறார். I want to welcome Naquib Gouda from Career Edge. He's the media representative in this organization. Thank you for joining us in Kalaapam Omni.
Thank you for being at Career Edge. It's nice to have you here.
Great, wonderful. And you have such a terrific organization that's happening here. Tell us, how did this Career Edge was founded?
Well, Career Edge was founded in 1996 by a group of business leaders in response to a very high rate of youth underemployment and unemployment, about 500,000 people back then. The number hasn't changed much since then. An innovative idea of bringing together people who needed a break in terms of the catch-22 of no job experience, and employers who were looking for talented people that they could bring on. And so through paid internships, we bring these two groups together. We've been doing that since 1996. We began with recent college and university graduates, people who've been out of college and university for 3 years or less. A couple of years later, we started helping people with disabilities who are also college and university graduates because their barrier is higher. And so we were able to help them as well and have been since 1998. And a couple of years later, in the early 2000s, 2003 or so, we started dealing with other people who are facing barriers, and those are new immigrants to our country. Those are people whose barrier is no Canadian experience, and so through paid internships, these people are also helped by Career Edge once they get their first break in terms of their skill set and their career journey.
Can you tell me that how does the job seekers attract to the Career Edge?
Job seekers are attracted to us for a number of reasons. First of all, our track record. I didn't speak about that. We've existed, as I said, since 1996. We've placed over 12,000 interns who are now our alumni with over 1,000 organizations. So we have a very vast network of connections out there in terms of potential places where they can go work. And so they come to us for that. But our track record also is one of success in that of those 12,000 people, half of those people end up staying with the employer at the end of their 4 to 6 to 12-month internships. And those who don't, the majority of those within 6 months launch their careers. So that's very attractive to job seekers. But the most important reason the job seekers come to us is because they're looking to remove a barrier. They're looking to get over this catch-22 of no job experience. What happens as they apply today for jobs is that they will end up competing against people like you and me, and they will almost certainly always not get the job. What we do is we level the playing field so that the organization, be it a major bank or an IT company or the government of Ontario or the city of Toronto, these folks create internship positions. And so the registrants, the job seekers, are competing against people like themselves. And so the playing field is level. And although there's no guarantee they will get the internship, they are more certain that when they apply, the only other people applying are people who also are facing the barriers of no experience. And so they're much more likely to be able to get their career going. And then once they get the internship, then the opportunities, because during the internship period, they're mentored, they get access to a vast network, to on-the-job experience. At the end of that, it's not just about writing on your resume that you worked at Omni or at Career Edge with a job title. You're actually able to tell the next employer exactly what you've done and portray that experience. And that's what really is the barrier they're facing, and that's how they launch their careers.
What are some of the benefits the employers that work with Career Edge benefit from?
So now we're looking at the employers and what's the value proposition. When I go out and I knock on doors and I say, hey, organization A, B, or C, I'd like you to work with me to create some internship positions and help us here. First of all, I guess I should have mentioned right up front, Career Edge is not for profit. We're a self-sustaining social enterprise. We do not get government funding, and we're not a charity. So in order for us to do what we do, we exist for solely one purpose, and that's to help people facing employment barriers early in their career, or when they're changing careers, or when they're arriving to Canada. In order for us to help those people, we need partners, we need employers in order to place these people. And so I go to these folks and I explain to them our value proposition, I explain to them who we are, but we also understand the bottom line trumps social mandate. These are organizations that need to make money, so they're looking for good people. Our track record proves that. The fact that half of our interns over 16 years, those 12,000 people end up staying, means that the employers like what they see. It's also a very creative way for employers to fill in gaps. They're able to do project work, fill in mat leaves, fill in sick leaves, using that talent pool. It's a period of assessment for them. So it's kind of like living together before you get married, because there's no risk. During the period of internship, the employees work for Career Edge. They don't work for the organization. We do the payroll, we do the tax, we do the WSIB, and so it's a period where the employer can look at the employee and the employee can look at the employer, and they each gain from the experience, but they're also assessing one another. So it's a very creative way of meeting many, many needs, both for the employer and the employee. Our longest standing partners are very big organizations, and we are thrilled to have them as partners and lucky to have them as partners. We also deal with a lot of small and medium businesses. These are businesses that are startups that maybe can't afford to bring in a full-time staff yet, are looking to see, do we really need an HR person, do we really need an IT person? So they bring these people in. So we work both with very large organizations and small organizations. As I mentioned earlier, our success rate really speaks to the success of this organization and our ability to be able to help people. As I said, we've placed 12,000 people. Half of those people end up staying with the organization where they did their internship. There's no obligation for that. So we don't demand that at the beginning. That happens organically. Those who do not stay, and that's often for timing reasons, because the person who was on mat leave came back because the project's over, the majority of those land somewhere within, as I said, about 6 months. So the success rate is huge. In terms of your own community, I'm just going to look down at my notes for a second here. About 20% of our registrants, of the people who are in our database who are looking for work, are from the South Asian community. About half of those are of Indian or Sri Lankan descent, and I think about 6% indicate that Tamil is their mother tongue. So we do a lot of work with your community, and one of the things that I'm trying to do in terms of Career Edge as the new president here is to increase awareness. We're a really well-kept secret. We can't help people if people don't know we exist. We also can't reach out to employers for internships if they don't know we exist. So, I know you haven't asked me this, but basically, one of the reasons I'm thrilled to be talking to you today is because this is increasing awareness. It's letting people know we are here to help. It's also saying to employers in your community, you can also help people by working with us, and we will work with you to create internships, because you, better than anybody else, probably because you've come from overseas, understand the importance of giving people that first break and breaking that catch-22. And these are really good people. In terms of the kinds of people, the kinds of jobs that we place people in, it's vast. It really depends on need, what is out there, who's looking for what. But just to give you an example of some of our most successful kinds of jobs, they're jobs like account managers and business analysts, HR associates, senior accountants, web developers, IT people, just to name a few. So really, really broad spectrum of jobs.
What are the success rates for Career Edge?
Really, at the end of the day, it's to help people gain meaningful work experience that is consistent with both their education and their skill set. If I had to summarize it into one sentence, that's what it would be. Unemployment is horrible as a socioeconomic issue. Underemployment is just as bad. What we're seeing is that there are a lot of people who are unemployed. There are a lot of people who either graduate from school or arrive to this country and they have skill set, they have education, they have credentials, but they're underemployed. They are working at jobs that are not career jobs, they are survival jobs. And so the mission, the goal of Career Edge is to help people launch their careers. That is good for society, that is good for the economy, that's turning people who are using tax money and welfare money to become taxpayers. That is good for the individual to launch their careers, be they handicapped, be they recent grads, be they recent immigrants. So that's really what we do and what we stand for.
Naquib, having someone and such an important mentor and president of this Career Edge is a wonderful aspect. So what is your role in Career Edge right now?
So as the president of this organization, I wear many hats. We're a small organization. We practice what we preach. We have 3 interns actually working here. My role, my focus, as I said, is to increase awareness. It is to find more employers who will take interns. It's to attract more registrants to know about us and come and ask us for help. It's to make all those marriages, because it's a balance between supply and demand. So it's going to all the schools, all the immigration agencies, all the agencies out there, the settlement agencies, and partnering with them as well as with the employers so that we can help more people. At the end of the day, as president of Career Edge, my board and I are singularly focused on going from where we were born and the great foundation we have starting in 1996, and to grow this organization to help more people.
Career Edge is doing a wonderful organization towards our multicultural Canada is fully multicultural in here. So if you're looking for more information, don't forget to go to www.careeredge.ca. You need to register on that first to be considered, to be looked at, and to be considered to see their application. So everything happens online. And Naquib, we thank you.
Thank you for having me here. As I said, I'm thrilled to be here in terms of increasing awareness of the organization. And I just want to make sure that other than coming to our website, which is again www.careeredge.ca, we're actually here for you as well. If you have any questions, once you go on our website, there are people here who can speak to you on the phone. You're welcome to come and visit us at our offices. We are here for your viewers who are looking for employment to help them, but I cannot stress enough that we're also here for the employers who are listening to me right now. I want to hear from you in terms of reaching out to us so we can work with you to create internships to help more people. Thank you very much.